Coming up this week on Wildcat Fastbreak, the Wildcats take down Wisconsin and look to run their winning streak to 3, while the Northwestern women bounce back by beating a top 5 team. Plus, 2 of Joe McEwen's former recruits are now playing vital roles on his debut coaching staff. All that and more this week on Wildcat Fastbreak. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wildcat Fastbreak. I'm Dave Ennett. Coming off a big win at Minnesota, Chris Collins' Northwestern Wildcats look to keep things going as they opened a 2-game homestand here at Welsh Ryan Arena. First up, the Wisconsin Badgers, and that's our Nissan big game. The Northwestern Wildcats are on the air tonight from Welsh Ryan Arena in Evanston, Big Ten basketball. It's the Northwestern Wildcats and the Wisconsin Badgers. Brian McIntosh high right to the foul line, throws one up, a lob for a dunk by Van Zegeren, and the Cats lead 6-3. No good. Out of the rebound, McIntosh. Wildcats, I think, have gotten every rebound. Here's Debs at the end of the break. Layup good by Trey Debs. Timeout, Wisconsin, as the Wildcats grab a 10-3 lead.
Starts at home, for whatever reason, have been an issue for this team. And, you know, it was really one of those games I was really pleased with how we got out of the gate. We jumped out on them, had great energy. Thought we got out in transition, got a couple baskets. Bryant got us off to a great start, got into the lane, got some easy buckets early. Our defense was locked in, and I thought it set the stage for us. Even though they fought back later in the game, I thought it just gave us good momentum as the game progressed.
Point lead, they're down by 2. 18-16, McIntosh in the lane, jump pass, there's Skelly on the low block for a lay-in. 7 into Parton in the lane, kicks it out, left side jumper, Lumpkin, three-pointer, Sanjay Lumpkin. Showalter with 6 with 5, jump stop out to Hill for 3, got it, and Wisconsin has its first lead of the game, 18-16.
Well, we talked about playing Wisconsin. That's how they play. They're a grinded-out team. They never get rattled. They're very poised. So even if you hit them with a little bit of a run, they're going to hang in there. And that's what they did. They fought back into the game. You know, got it to even there late first half. The rest of the game, it was back and forth. And I thought our guys did a great job of playing that possession-by-possession battle. And we were able to get a little bit of separation late in the game there and made some key plays down the stretch.
Speeds foul zone on the right against Illikainen. Spins, fires a jumper, good! That's a deuce. McIntosh moving left. McIntosh high lob, the alley-oop, and the slam dunk by Van Zegeren. Cats lead it 50-47.
Yeah, you know, we found something in our pick and roll game. You know, and Wisconsin was having a tough time defending him. They were trying different coverages, and then they just started switching their big guys onto him. And so we wanted him to back that thing out and really space it and, you know, attack their big guys with his quickness. And he was able to hit a couple threes, get to the basket, get some layups. And, you know, it was just his night. He was tremendous. He made all the plays for us, and certainly we rode his back down to the win.
Inside, looking for position. Half gives it to Hayes. Hayes drops it back inside. Half shot clock violation. Never got the shot away.
I was just really impressed down the stretch, you know, with Sanjay Lumpkin. I thought he was an unsung hero in that game. His defense on Nigel Hayes. You know, Hayes is one of the best players in our league. You know, we were able to put Sanjay on him down the stretch and make it tough for him to get shots. I thought as well as Bryant played, I thought the other unsung hero in that game was the play of Sanjay Lumpkin.
That is it. The ball game is over, and the Wildcats win for the first time since 2010. The Cats beat the Badgers here in Welsh Ryan Arena. 70-65 is the final as the Cats top Wisconsin. Brian McIntosh led the way with 28 points, and Northwestern dominated the inside game with 30 points in the paint.
Can you talk about the impact that Bryant made as a distributor beyond just the scoring?
Yeah, you know, B-Mac, really started us off that game. He made some big plays right at the beginning of the game. He makes big plays every night.
I feel a lot different just from the fact of I've been through a lot. The 10-game skid last year really made me grow up a lot. Yeah, I didn't really flex. I just kind of threw my arms up in a flexing motion, I didn't want to pull out the guns. It's a game.
The Northwestern Wildcats seek 3 consecutive victories here tonight as they welcome in Penn State. One hands it to Falzone, left of the circle, fires it mid-post left to Van Zegeren. Drop step, up and under move, left hand, shot good. Cats are on the board. Nice footwork by Joey Van Zegeren. Chases McIntosh ahead to Debs in the front court easily in the lane. A little floater, good! Trey Debs. And the Wildcats have an 8-5 lead. Cats work it back to the right. McIntosh lobbing over the top part in the catch, lays it in. Derek Carton has come in and scored 4 much-needed points.
In this league, in order to win, it's not about just going out there and playing basketball. You're in a fight. You have to compete. And I thought Penn State did a better job of starting the game with more fight, more competitiveness, and it got us on our heels a little bit.
Left corner, and a 3-pointer good by Devin Foster. And it's an 11-point Penn State lead. Here's Lindsey catching from McIntosh, 15-footer, banks it in. End of 20 minutes. 0 for 12 from 3 and at 28% shooting overall.
You want to try to drive the ball. You want to try to get an easy basket. You want to maybe try to get to the free throw line when you're struggling and just see the ball go in to get some confidence. That being said, though, if you're still open, we want to stay confident, and I'm always a big proponent. If you get great shots, you got to take them.
Corner 3, foul zone, no. 0 for 17. McIntosh to throw it in. High lob, Parton, nice catch, puts it back up, banks it in. Off the inbounds pass. Drives in, pulls up, jumper short. And McIntosh got his own rebound. Out to Debs, 4-3, got it! 3-pointer for Trey Debs. The ball finally fits after 0 for 17 from 3. Taylor kicks, right wing banks, behind the back bounce for Dickerson. Back out it goes, Taylor, deep 3, got it. Brandon Taylor, 3-pointer. Then the Wildcats have their 2-game winning streak snapped as the Nittany Lions come in and beat the Wildcats here by a score of 71-62. So a cold shooting night dooms Northwestern to the loss. The Wildcats finished just 3 of 26 from beyond the arc and 46% from the free throw line. Trey Debs led the scoring with 22 points. Coming up after the break, the Northwestern women face the conference's top 2 teams in back-to-back games. We've got the highlights coming up next. Game is tied at 67. Cats will hold for the final shot and try to win it. Over, down to 9, down to 8. Debs with 7, with 6, with 5. Debs stops, puts up a jumper. Good! That's the ball game. The Wildcats win. The Wildcats win. An unbelievable game.
My nickname, Tap.
People around the Northwestern community call me Captain Clutch because in the past I've made some big shots at the end of games.
People call me Jay, people call me Sanj. I'm cool with whatever. Some people call me Gupta too, Sanjay Gupta.
Mumu. My mom calls me that, and I can still hear it every game.
Joey is technically my nickname, and some people call me Joe. My older brother calls me Joe a lot.
Some people call me Jay, but that's about it.
My name is Oli Tolobasha, Alex, Oli Shoro.
G Money Wheezy, The Business. It's a rap name. My new mixtape, March Madness, comes out in February. $5 mixtape. It is fire.
Welcome back to Wildcat Fast Break. If there's such a thing as an easy week in the Big Ten, the Northwestern women certainly didn't have it last week. They faced 2 top 10 teams in a span of 4 days, starting with a visit from number 5 Ohio State here at Welsh Ryan Arena.
Welcome inside Welsh Ryan Arena. Northwestern women's basketball on the air. Tonight the Wildcats take on the 5th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Back to Coffey, left wing, over to Ashley Deary. Dribbles back towards the top, tosses up. Coffey puts it up left-handed, it's in. Northwestern first on the board. Kelsey Mitchell, 38% three-point shooter. Maggie Lyon looks to answer, she does. Maggie Lyon from the left corner, it's 8-3 Northwestern. Top of the key, dribbling inside, in a pestering defense. Kraft has it right elbow, she's double-teamed quickly. Ashley Deary, there she is with the steal. Back the other way, inside on Kraft, puts it up right-handed, up and in, off the glass.
We knew the tempo Ohio State plays at. They're averaging 90 points a game. We knew the game would be fast, and we can play fast. That's one of the things that we can do. So I thought, if we could make shots early and just get off to a good start, we could play with Ohio State, and that's what happened.
Nia Coffey has it on the left wing, over to Maggie Lyon, who goes inside, out Inman right corner three. She's on the board. Kristen Inman for three. It's 27-16 Northwestern. Deary to Lyon, she'll try a three. Maggie Lyon, 4 of 4 from downtown. Cats by 14 in the second quarter. Guarded by Doss across the timeline. Gets a screen from Maya Jonas. Inman finds Coffey, down low. Coffey sweeps around the basket, puts it in. Cats by 18.
We handled their press, and Ashley Deary, Maggie Lyon, Kristen Inman, I thought really, and Nia Coffey, we kind of used a lot of different people. Their press is really good, and again, it forces you to play up tempo. But we were able to get open shots and shots we wanted. We got some layups.
Nia Coffey back to Ashley Deary. Ohio State swarming on defense. Lyon swings it. Inman, three-pointer. Buckets. Kristen Inman for three. Cats lead by 21.
We were like, hey, look, the first 5 minutes coming back out now in the second half, you got to play harder. You got to play like you're down 10 and play harder than you did to start the game. And I thought we did that. We didn't, and not everything went in. We still went in, I think, up 12 at the end of the third quarter. And we handled. They made some shots, like you said, they made a run. But we also just did a really good job, I thought, of playing our way.
Great defensive play for the Cats. Deary through everybody. Lyon, right wing three. That's good! Maggie Lyon's got 17. Still collects it, tries to throw it off of Alston. She can't. Alston, great tip, but Kristen Inman collects. Inman through the middle. Long two, Kristen Inman gets it to go. A bit of a crazy situation, but Kristen Inman calmly sinks the jumper. She'll give it to Maggie Lyon. Now Amber Jamison, Deary cuts through. This time she's got Shayla Cooper. Lyon, top of the key, inside, little step back. She looks like dirt. Maggie Lyon gets it to go. 10-point Northwestern lead.
We've had some great games with Ohio State. They've been the benchmark, along with a few other programs. But, we haven't beaten them in a while, so. Coaches remember everything.
Kraft able to get the rebound. Mitchell's open on the left wing. That's money. Kelsey Mitchell. Timeout by Kevin McGruff. It is again a 5-point game with 22.9 to go. Jayla Cooper has it. 2, puts it back up and in. 1.3 to go. It's a 4-point game. Into Ashley Deary. The clock will run out, and Northwestern has stunned 5th-ranked Ohio State. Your final score from Welsh Ryan, Northwestern 86, Ohio State 82.
The Cats come away with a 4-point win, led by Maggie Lyons, 24 points and 7 assists.
Just winning on our home court after a 2-game losing streak in the Big Ten, that was huge for us. We loved playing at home. We loved the crowd tonight. Everybody was into it, so I think we just wanted to perform.
Big Ten women's basketball action. The Northwestern Wildcats taking on the 8th-ranked Maryland Terrapins.
This is an awesome atmosphere. An excellent crowd already in attendance.
Out of bounds is stolen by Ashley Deary. 2-on-1 break. Deary, little floater against Howard, nothing but net. First made field goal for Northwestern.
I felt like we were doing good things too, even though the score didn't support that. But we just struggled shooting the basketball, and kind of the same shots we got against Ohio State. We got against Maryland, just didn't make them.
Inman has it. Inman bringing it forward quickly, little jab step dribble, gets to the elbow and knocks down the mid-range J. That's her specialty. Drops it off, nice pass, a little Euro step layup, rejected by Nia Coffey. Now Northwestern can break. 3-on-2, Lyon up ahead to Coffey, jumps to Corral. Now left-handed layup is good.
Yeah, obviously they're a top 10 team also at home. They're really good, coming off the Final Four the last 2 years. And we just didn't defend at the level that I feel like we're capable.
Now Lyon at the left elbow pulls up over Jones and finally gets a shot to go. And Joe McEwen will call a timeout. Foul line Nia Coffey, tough jump stop in traffic, gets a layup to go off the glass. Ashley Deary gets inside, pulls up from the left elbow in transition and knocks down a jumper. Northwestern on a bit of a run, and Brenda Freeze has to call a timeout. About it, instead slings it around the perimeter. Deary gets inside, pass Mosley, left-handed layup goes. Picks it up, Deary throws it way ahead to Maggie Lyon. She goes in with the right hand off glass, in and the foul. And that does it for the first half of action. Maryland is up on Northwestern, 44-30.
Northwestern and the shot clock. Inman drives left. Lefty layup is good. 49-38, Terrapins lead.
I think a lot of positives though, because we got down to 17, 18. Got it to 9, kept fighting. Had a couple chances in the third quarter.
Deary finds the board. 1 second left. Goes up a heave from 60 feet. Yes!
As pure coaching, let me tell you, to make that shot, very few people can do that. You got to be a point guard, and you got to be a McEwen or a Deary, really. But no, it was fun. It's one of those things that you see on highlight shows. They hit a couple shots and then just put us away. But I think the message for our team really was, okay, you beat Ohio State. Now you see where Maryland is, and if we want to be one of those teams, you got to bring it every night.
The slow start dooms the Cats on the road as Maryland wins by 18. Nia Coffey scored 19 and added 9 rebounds, while Maggie Lyon and Kristen Inman added 13 apiece. When Wildcat Fastbreak continues, one was recruited to George Washington, the other to Northwestern, but both now work for the coach who gave them a chance to play in college. That story after the break. Game is tied at 67. Cats will hold for the final shot, try to win it. We're down to 9, down to 8. Depps with 7, with 6, with 5. Depps stops, puts up a jumper. Good! That's the ball game. The Wildcats win. The Wildcats win. An unbelievable game.
Off rim, no good. Deary finds the board. 1 second left. Goes up a heave from 60 feet. Yes! Ashley Deary from a mile away knocks it down. Northwestern with an exclamation point to end the third quarter.
Absolutely incredible, and the momentum that gives you from down 15 to down 12. Northwestern's in a position to make a run in the fourth quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. When Joe McEwen was recruiting Tiana Myers as a high school star in Washington, D.C., she never imagined that one day she'd work for the coach. And when Kate Popovic transferred from Pittsburgh to Northwestern, she wasn't necessarily thinking about a job after she was finished playing. But today, they both work in the Northwestern women's basketball office, and they're helping to give a new meaning to the idea of Northwestern family.
The bond between a coach and a player extends far beyond the hardwood. This rings true for Kate Popovic and Tiana Myers, two members of Joe McEwen's staff, who both committed to play for him, one at Northwestern, the other at George Washington.
I've had, ex-players coach with me, people who just love their school. There's a passion to that, and you want to give them opportunities.
I have always known that I wanted to get into coaching. I was really injury-plagued as a player. Coaching was a vision for me, actually, since I came to Northwestern. In my 5th year, I did coaching conventions and things like that, and Coach was really helping me to try and find a job.
After a 10-month stint as the director of operations at LaSalle University, Popovic made her way back to her alma mater in 2014. Now sits on the Wildcat bench alongside Coach McEwen as the director of player development.
Going back to Northwestern, going back to my alma mater, it's a place I'm so passionate about and that gave me so much. When I was here as a student athlete, I could think of no better way to take a stepping stone in my career than to come back and give back to the university that gave me so much.
Myers had a different journey to Northwestern. The Maryland native committed to play for Coach McEwen at George Washington, but never had the opportunity to take the court for him. Shortly after she arrived on campus, McEwen resigned from GW for the head coaching job at Northwestern in the summer of 2008.
I was in shock. It was really heartbreaking just because we started to develop that relationship of more of a, not a friendship level, but a coach and a player.
After scoring more than 1,000 points at GW, Myers was looking for a way to stay involved with basketball after graduation, when a chance to work for a familiar face opened up in Evanston.
I came across the opening at Northwestern, and I was talking to a lot of people, and they said, well, I know Joe, and they asked me did I want them to reach out to him, and I was like, no, I think I got this one. I think I can reach out to him. He may owe me a favor or two.
With both of them on his bench, Joe McEwen has a closer bond with his staff that benefits him, and more importantly, his players.
I think it definitely brings a really unique perspective to be able to talk from the experience. Not only did I play for Coach, but I've made the choice to come back and work for him, and he's also made the choice to hire me. It speaks just multitudes to the type of guy that he is. You know, when he recruits you, he says, yeah, I'm going to take care of you. To be living proof of that, not only as a player, but now as an employee, I think that's who Coach is.
I think I am probably one of the ones that actually understand Coach the most in the office. Now that I know him and we built this relationship, I can understand where he's going before he gets there.
For me, to have a familiarity, it really helps me to know that I got people that love the school, love the program, and that's really important in our business.
I think there's something to be said about that relationship that is built between a coach and a player, and even someone like Tiana, who might not have actually played for Coach, but there's just a bond that's built that's hard to break, and I think that fight is always going to be there for each other.
Coach McEwen and the Wildcats are right back here Sunday for a 4 o'clock game against the Indiana Hoosiers. And a reminder, for tickets to see the Wildcats, log on to nusports.com or call 888-GO-PURPLE. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Wildcat Fast Break. For the coaches, Chris Collins and Joe McEwen, I'm Dave Ennett. We'll see you right back here next week. Thanks for being with us, and as always, go Cats.